Hi, I'm Heidi, a senior living expert at A Place for Mom. And today I'm going to give you my 4 tips for finding senior living so that by the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to have a smooth search and even a confident move. The first thing you should know is that there are a lot of senior care options out there, and they can really overwhelm the beginning of your search if you aren't sure where to start. Now, these options all vary greatly in how much personal or healthcare assistance they offer. That's why my very first tip is to identify which personal or care services will be needed so that you can have a narrowed down list of senior care options right out of the gate. For example, if you and your spouse are mainly looking to downsize or venture into a lower cost retirement and you don't need any personal services, knowing that will help you immediately determine that a senior apartment or independent living community would be the best option. On the other hand, if you're looking for a senior parent and have determined they need assistance with meals, mobility, or housekeeping, you'll have already ruled out that a senior apartment or independent living wouldn't be a good fit. You can get a little buried by all of the options out there, but having an understanding of specific care needs is a great first step because it helps you easily weed out those care types that offer too much or just too little. Instead of fishing in the ocean, you're fishing in a pond. Tip number 2 is to take a careful look at your payment options and have a budget in mind before starting your search. Like my first tip, this is going to help you narrow down your search early on, but it will also help you quickly make decisions about communities as you learn about them on tours. When you tour a senior living community, you're going to learn a lot about their pricing model, and you can get a good understanding of any fees or monthly expenses. Already having a budget in mind as you learn how expenses are accrued can help you figure out whether or not that community is a good fit. When it comes to understanding your budget, don't forget that there are tons of ways you can offset senior living costs. We'll have some really helpful content on the different payment methods in the description, so make sure you check that out. Tip number 3 is to enlist help and get support throughout the process of finding senior care. This process takes a ton of work and can be incredibly draining both emotionally and mentally. Tag teaming your search with other family members or enlisting the help of a senior living advisor can really alleviate so much of the stress families typically feel when they're trying to find the best fit. You could try assigning each family member a role, so one works on budget, one researches care types, and one tours. Or you could share your situation with a senior living advisor and they'll recommend senior care options for you that fit those location, budget, and care needs. Having help from others, especially an expert in the field, can also eliminate any blind spots, leaving you feeling confident you've made the right choice. If you're interested in working with a senior living advisor, you can visit aplaceformom.com. And if you're having trouble figuring out which type of senior living would fit you or a loved one best, you can find A Place for Mom's care quiz linked in the description below. Just answer some questions about your situation and we'll help you compare senior living options near you. Tip number 4 is, and I can't say it enough, tour. Touring, whether in person or virtually, is the best way to get a sense for what a community would be like. They give you an opportunity to smell the food, speak to other residents, ask those detailed questions, and experience the overall atmosphere. If you're searching for a community for a loved one with a dementia diagnosis, touring the memory care communities on your list allows you to get an understanding for how each community keeps residents safe and secure. And if you're touring some independent living options, touring gives you a chance to see how residents take advantage of all of their newfound free time, since things like lawn and home maintenance are out of the picture. It's similar to buying a new house or car. You wouldn't buy a house without first walking through it, and you wouldn't purchase a new car without driving it first. Those were all of my tips for finding and choosing the perfect senior living option for yourself or a loved one. If you have recently moved into a community or are searching for one, go ahead and drop advice or questions in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.